Black is not something we get to choose, but it is something we get to cherish. It's something we get to wear, and we get to rock this with honor. I'm black like my granddaddy and my great-great-great-great-grandma. Black is that lift every voice and sing. Black is that letting your freedom ring and resound. Black is adjective, adverb, color, and noun.
Unfiltered. My peeps, how have y'all been? It's been a long time. Let me not exaggerate. It's not been long. I mean, it's been about what? 2.5 days, but you know I miss you guys when I don't see you. Now tell your girl, how has your love day been? How did you spend it? Wait a minute, because I already know what you want to say. This whole holiday is satanic, demonic, capitalistic, pagan, and rooted in Roman nonsense. I know this. That's why I said love day. I'm not trying to trigger nobody. Anyway, tell me what y'all did. Did you celebrate? Did you rebuke it? Do you always rebuke it? Do you have celebrated but pretend you don't? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and also let me know, did you spend it with a new boo or is this a long-time boo? I'm wondering. Debs, what have you done on Love Day? I plead the fifth. Guys, you never know who's watching. No, but listen, I went out to dinner and it was cute. But, nah, let's leave it at that. We'll circle back to this some other time. Maybe. Let's get into it.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. And usually I don't do this.
Now, guys, so I've seen all sorts of things on these internet streets because, you know, your girl is always busy for y'all, searching and going through whatever I need to go through to get to the good. So what warmed my heart is, and don't look at the Christmas hat, because in my eyes, this is how it plays out. Now, picture this, because you know your girl loves to set the scene. You have your new man, Valentine's Day, and you don't know a lot about him. You're getting to know him, but this is your first Valentine. Let me say Valentine, guys. Let me, wait, calm down. So he set up this performance for you, especially for Valentine's Day. You didn't know. So you went to some kind of a street party, festival, whatever, and you were like, this is different, this is nice. Together with your new potential boo. Maybe you didn't even say that you guys were exclusive, but you were like, let's see. And all of a sudden, he tells you, I'm going to be right back. So in your mind, you're like, he's going to get us a drink, get a balloon. I don't know. You start to think all sorts of things. Then you are on your phone, you're just vibing to the music. Vibing. And then all of a sudden, you hear the man on the mic, and he is announcing, and you're like, you're looking up. Now, what I want y'all to tell me, not now, but later, you have to watch the whole thing. But I want you to tell me, after you looked at this performance, your Valentine's evening, what would it look like? Would it completely lock you in with this guy, and now, and especially when it's a new boo, because this scenario, he's new. Would it lock you in with him and be like, this is my guy? Would it fire you up? Or would it completely cool you down and make your libido collapse? I want you to tell your girl. Let's watch. Here we go. Yo, your man. Hey, guys. Hey. It's going all out, guys. Guys, wait. Now this part gets me. Because you see how he's signaling the DJ. He's signaling the MC like, listen, these dance moves that I, showcased up till now, this minute. These are one of my best moves, but the beat is not clearly giving me what I need because I could go even a step further. And this is for my woman. My woman is there in the audience. It's Love Day. So listen, we need to crank it up. So you see how he's signaling the DJ, like, no. Because guys, he wants to do his best set for you. So he's signaling, okay, let's move, because now we're really getting down. Look at him. Look at him, walking back and forth, Tupac. Yes. Hey, Royal Blue. He ain't playing, guys. Yes, get him. Look at him. Hey, he's coming to you. Guys, he's coming to you. There he goes. Yeah, he's coming to you guys. Skip. I love this. Hey. Oh, he's happy. It went well. Yes. Last ones. Guys, listen, when I saw this, I don't know why. This tickles me so much. The way he put it down for you is out of this world. Guys, tell me, what do you think of this performance? What does this do to you as a new, girlfriend? Guys, you can clearly tell that his family, every Christmas, his family been telling him, do that dance for us, because the way that he just on key performs, I think this is very nice. But what do you think? Went to a street party, and he's doing this especially for you. There's a lot of women that love this. Tell me how you feel about this, guys. Because this could have been one of y'all, guys. Because let's be honest, he ain't hurting nobody. He's just having a good time. And when I say things like this, I kind of feel like a hypocrite, guys. Because let me tell you this. Do you have time? Do you have a little time for your girl? And I hope that none of my friends are in these comments and watching this video, because if they are going to troll me in the comments. I'm going to let you in a little secret. So years and years ago, how many years ago, Debs? Let me think. I think about 15, 16 years ago. How old were you back then, Debs? None of your business. But let's say I was almost 30, maybe 30. I don't know. Do the math. So I was dating this Nigerian guy. Now, actually, we were in a full-blown relationship. Let me not make it less than it was, because we were in a relationship. Now, I was with this Nigerian guy, and guys, he was a dancer. When I say dancer, he was a professional dancer. That's what he told me. Now, he showed me in the dating phase, he showed me certain clips, and he actually participated for a hot minute in the Cirque du Soleil. Whatever. Yes, guys. I don't know where I found it. But he just did this whole professional dancing or whatever. When he told me this, I was like, that's nice. I never had a Cirque du Soleil type of guy. He might be really flexible or whatever. But, he was way older back then. He was older than me. So he was like, this was a long time ago, but I can still do some moves or whatever. And I had a great body. So, okay, got into a relationship. Guys, when I tell you, every party guy, and when I tell you party, I'm talking about birthday parties, I'm talking about weddings, I'm talking about house parties. This guy managed to break into a full set of breakdance. Now, the first time when I saw it, I was taken aback. I was shocked. I couldn't do anything about it. It was already going on. He was already in it. I heard people cheering in the back, and when I went and looked, I was like, who is laying on the floor? It was my man. Hey, guys, if I tell you embarrassment. Now, I know there is someone going in the car. Why would you feel embarrassed, Dad? Is this not nice? He's socializing with people and this and that. I was embarrassed. Because, let me tell you, I was invited to the party, but that particular party, it was not like I was just real cool with the peeps and whatever, but, because don't say anything in the comments yet, because you don't know. Wait. So, when we went home, because I remembered this is what an effect it had on me. So I was asking him in the car, like, listen, you had a great time. You just danced, and And he was like, yes, you know. And I didn't have it in my heart to just make a big fuss. I didn't even know how to bring it up, you know, that I was embarrassed or whatever. But I made a mental note, like, this can't happen anymore. So then, as we went further into the relationship, things were cool. There were little things here and there, but overall, it was, in the beginning, it was cool. Now we went to, I think it was my birthday. Guys, it was my birthday. Now, I didn't really know how to tell him, but I was like, listen, just ease up with the, you know, just, you know, you don't have to. I don't even know how I say it, because even now when I'm saying this, I feel embarrassed to say it, because someone, you know, has to be their authentic self. He was like, okay, but leave it up to my friends. So I don't know how this went, because I was there. I was in the kitchen. Then, you know, when it's your birthday party, you walk around, you're the hosting people. You're just busy. So I imagined that I heard he start talking about his dancing career and whatever. Guys, I don't know what happened, but suddenly I heard, and I was like, what is that, guys? On the balcony. So I went running inside, because I was like, what? When I tell you, I went to the balcony and I saw this man flat on his back. So basically, this is my imagination. So he did and went and do a set again. And he did a dead drop, guys. Right, guys, listen, I couldn't take it. Fast forward, we went to a wedding. Now, this particular time, I think we were together for, let's say, maybe, by that time, I think 2.5 years, 2.5. I told him flat out, because now I was like, no, you have to be clear with your message. Tell him. So we dressed all night. And now I was like, no, I'm going to relay this message. I was like, listen, when we go to this wedding, there's going to be a lot of people there. Let's just, you and me, I put it on myself too. I said, let's just tone it down a little bit and let them be the center of attention. Because I remember I said center of attention, and let's not draw attention to us and this and that. Nigerian man, flamboyant. He said, cool. And you know, when he said cool, I was really relieved. Guys, hey, we went to that wedding. Now, they had their whole choreography, you know, the wedding couple or whatever. You know how they do. You do a little 1, 2, 3. You know what we do, black people do in weddings. We had a good time. Now it is time for the people to join in. You could do your free whatever. You could dance. Yes. But then me, you know, I dance with everybody, not only my man. You make a round. Suddenly, in the back of me, I heard, hey. So in my mind, I was like, yeah, wedding couple. So I turned around, guys. Yeah. And let me tell you, when I turned around. Now, first of all, when I turned around, I was confused because I didn't see anyone. So I was like, I was just looking for my girl. Let her tell it in the comments. Yeah, I turned. And I didn't see anyone. So I was like, no, because I'm short. So I was like, I need to look through the crowd and see. When I tell you I saw this man, and if he's watching, I'm very sorry, he was on the floor. Already did his dead drop. Because while I was going through I heard, bam, I heard it again. I was like, oh, it could only be one person. And he was there twirling around, doing his whole set of breakdance and things, guys. And my friends looked at me and they were like, yeah. Oh, I almost said his name. They were like, yeah. And they were egging him on, guys. If I tell you, at some point, we locked eyes. But he was already too far gone. The eyes told me, this is what it is. And he went. Now, needless to say, we're not together anymore. But when I think about it now, I'm like, was I childish? Because was this the reason? Guys, I have to tell, this was not the main, but it was a very big part. It was next to the main reason. Now, I was young back then. You know, some people would have said, oh, I would have loved my man to be so social and this and that. But guys, by that time, I couldn't take it. The way he danced and did the dead drops and backflips and things on the floor and the worms, things, I couldn't. And this wasn't a regular street dancer like you see. Guys, I couldn't take it. So I think I was very childish. Now, if you would ask me, so Deb, did you let the man of your life go because of a dance and this? No, this was not the man of my life. Trust. But, you know, I just wanted to share with you. But anyway, I digress because we were talking about this guy. So, looking at the dance guys, what would it spark inside of you? Let your girl know because I already talked way too long about this. Put it in the comments. Now, someone who is also very childish, in my opinion, and he's older now. He's in his 50s, still stuck on childish behavior, is Uncle Shay Shay. Now, guys, I want you to watch this clip and we'll circle back and talk about it.
I think it's disrespectful to tell her, listen, if you're around me, if we're together, we're out in the car or whatever we're doing, you cannot pass gas around me.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
You ain't never had to say nothing?
I ain't never had to tell no girl that, Ocho. That's just common courtesy.
Ain't no common courtesy, girl, if you got the poop. I don't care nothing about that.
Look, it better be silent and not deadly, but you think you just finna be, you know what I mean, just around me just passing gas. Come on, bro.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. All that passing gas. Joe, I told Ocho, I stopped talking to a girl because she did that.
Did what? She pooted around you?
She was in the bathroom. She went and used the bathroom. She had to pee. She got back to the door, stepped foot, and passed gas.
Hey, Unc, that's romantic, Unc.
You sure it was the right gas?
I tell you what I did. I never called again and I changed my number.
Now, Uncle Shay Shay, or, Unc, as they call you, I think you must be one of the slowest ninjas walking this entire globe. Because you mean to tell me you immediately changed your number because a woman farted in front of you, near you, and you had a woman plot on your ass that you had to pay $10 million. I think it was 10 or 15. Asked you to put a big black baby in you, everything. Calling you everything but a monkey. But you could not stand a woman that lets out a fart near you. I don't believe. At your big age, and I'm positive, this is no allege, I am sure you walk around farting every which way. Just farting, just letting loose. You, at your age, absolutely. No one can tell me different. But the woman you're around, they can't fart. Now, I have a friend like this, and he knows who he is, and he watched my video. This is one of my good friends. He don't like this as well. And I feel like at a certain age, I am very sorry. Now, I know that there are some women that say, well, Debs, but I don't like to fart in front of my man too. I think, it's not that classy and you have to get up and this and that. Fine for you. But after you pass the dating phase, especially, now, don't tell me you have kids with this guy and you are still running to the bathroom or running outside and just let one. I hope not. It's when you had kids and he's seen all of that. But if we pass that whole dating stage, now we've been together for, I can't give you a time. I really can't. If it is that you let loose 1-2 times, and I'm not talking about real unlady like, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about it just accidentally. It goes. Then you mean to tell me that is reason for you to get blocked in. So I need to hold it in like a puffer fish for your ass. While the verdict is still out there. We don't know what type of man you are. Because, a lot of times we see the representative go and you do all sorts of things with ladies. Leaving them sitting there with 2 strands of hair, stressing them out. And all the while, you have been holding in your fart. Not a chance in hell. Me. You must be out of your mind. Now, do not get me wrong and tell the people out here on the streets that Debs just farts everywhere and just goes. Absolutely not. But I'm saying, this is kind of extreme. But I'm sure, I don't know, leave it in the comments. What do you think? Now, guys, we are going from a high to a low because let me tell you, I haven't been talking about this, but your girl went into a rabbit hole when it comes to these Epstein files. Big mistake. And before I knew it, guys, tears were falling from my eyes. It got me. And let me tell you, there is so much to unpack, guys. The things that I've read, the things that I've heard. And then again, once you're in the rabbit hole, you really have to look good because there's a lot of AI there too. So to distinguish which is what, and then actually seeing footage, reading things, seeing pictures. Guys, you have no idea. But it's way too heavy for me for now, for my mental. But here I was in the rabbit hole, Epstein files. Now I found a clip. It is an email, but kind of written in like a poem Very dark, guys. The fact that they do it like that, very dark. But it kind of sums up everything for me. Watch.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey. I hope all's been well. I've got one for you that might fit the bill. A Brazilian, quite hot. Or so I've been told. But the best part is, she's 9 years old.
Diabolical. A disaster, guys. Devils. I think the devil is even scared of this. I advise you stay away from it. Stay away from it. Let the people figure it out. And nobody's figuring out nothing. Everybody's looking at it. This man is still in office. You're putting away people in jail that done far less years in jail. And this is just, it goes. It is baffling to me. So I had to detach. Now, when I went into the rabbit hole, I was in that rabbit hole for quite a few days. But I'm out now. Don't step into it. I warn you. If you don't have to, do not. For the people that did this to them kids, I wish you will never get a day of sleep. Never get a day of rest. Never. And talking about not getting a day of rest, Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk, guys, he is saying the following. Whoever said money can't buy happiness really knew what they were talking about. Now, Elon, let me ask you, you just found this out? You just found out that money can buy happiness. Let me tell you something about why it now resonates with your spirit. Because guys like you, I'm sorry, Elon, you lack spirit. You lack soul. You lack, it is all about money. It's all about what you can gain from it, who you can, and sometimes even who you can hurt with it. Imagine you becoming a stand-up citizen. Now, I can already hear the people who says he's not a stand-up citizen now. He did it. I'm saying it. Imagine you doing good. You know how that would enrich your spirit. You feel so empty because all you guys do is allegedly cover up this and cover up that and dirt on this and do a little this. Restless. This is what happens to your spirit. That's why you cannot buy the happy. It doesn't matter the amount. What do you have now? Your net worth. You're one of the richest men, if not the richest. Trillions. I know you're not getting a lick of sleep. Maybe a half an hour a day. That's why you look like this. Because it can be doing all these things and just walking around freely and still wondering why you can't find peace within your heart. You can have 64 islands, 12 million cars, 6 spaceships. It wouldn't do a damn thing because you're not living clean. That's what I'm saying, allegedly. Now, since we are talking about unhappiness and since we are talking about not having a spirit, not a soul, diabolical mess, let's get that type of mess out of the way because I told you guys we're going to keep it light, but it's a lot going on in the world. Now, let's look at this fool. Guys, if I tell you this man irks my living spirit, my skin is peeling when I look at the sky. Watch.
Fake news. When you say that, darling, that's fake news.
Well, why would
I
you
don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
We're talking about that's why you are second rate and that's quiet. Because you told the other woman, quiet piggy. The way you talk down to women, grab her by the pussy, and you just have this, these files are written all over you. And the way I would have looked straight into, dead in the face, straight into your eyes as marbles. I would look at you and tell you who the fuck do you think you're talking to? That's what I would look you so straight into your soul that immediately, Trump, you would have said sorry and walked on. That's how pierced my eyes would be into your soul. Fuck. But then again, I don't know. I'm saying this. I don't really know if I would say this because that would mean you probably lost your job and be blackballed or whatever. But that's what I'd be thinking, though. And that's what my eyes would say when I look. I might not say anything, but I was like, that's how I would look at him. And he would have said, because who are you? Some would say, Deb, he's the president. Not my president, yours. You just have to get one good slap one time. Just one, just one, Because I could tell you have never been beaten before in your life. You just so reckless. You just one spoiled brat of a, man child. Just saying. But one beat down. I think it will humble you. I think it would. But are we ever going to see it? I don't think so. But one thing I can say, this man irks me. Now, who also irks me and makes my skin peel, guys, peel, is this guy from Love is Blind Germany. Guys, have you seen it? Have you seen Love is Blind Germany? Now, if you've seen it, put it in the comments because we're in this together. But I've watched the whole thing, reunion and everything. But guys, this guy makes my skin crawl. Look at this guy. His name is Jubriel. Why is he irking you like this, Deb? First of all, his nostrils, his mouth, his dangling earring, everything about this guy is just making my skin peel. From moment one, he didn't even say anything. I had no reason for him to irk me. The moment I laid eyes on this one, it went all bad. Now, it says more about me than him, but I can read people. When I saw him, I was like, now, if you have a flared up nostril like this, surround sound breathing, guys, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but you can't be trusted. I knew it. Now, this guy, he dated in the pots, and he had several people he dated in those pots, but also Wandy. She talked with him, and there were a few red flags for him, not her, sis. And I'm very, sis. Discernment again. People hate this word, but it was missing. She was very vulnerable with him, telling him, listen, I never really dated before. And I think women need to stop by saying this because, Wandy, later on, you said you dated guys, but you didn't really have a serious relationship. Now, that is a difference. Because a lot of times I see women in these shows talking about, I've never been in a relationship. And then full stop. No, you have to tell them the whole story. You never been in a relationship, could be serious one, but you have dated, you have been into, tell him the whole thing. Because it's I don't know, but anyway. So she told him that. Immediately when she said that, he paused in the pots. He was like, okay. Then he was talking about he wants sex everywhere. Kitchen, this, that, this, washing machine, this, that, this. So she was like, listen, I never really got to open up like that. And, they did the whole talk. Now, fast forward, revealing time. If I tell you this gorgeous woman, Wandy, gorgeous, because I didn't say that. Wait. Gorgeous black queen, body for days. This woman stands there. Now, when the big reveal came and they went out of the pots, guys, he made something like,
Hi. You're fine. Come here. You look good.
He gasped, but actually he gagged. I didn't know it then. So, seeing the scene, you would think, oh, that's nice. It's a match. No. He gagged because when they went in their separate pots again, when they have to separate a little bit before they go out into the real world or whatever. He immediately, his heart sank. And I couldn't, for the life of me, guys, I could not figure out why his heart sank. Looking like that. Why did your heart sink, sir? What? Oh, God. Everything. They went to Greece. And if you see how this man is walking the streets of Greece, you have to see it, guys. Go and watch. Immediately not attracted, immediately detached from her, disengaged, walking the streets of Greece with that dangling earring like he is the sweetest thing since sliced bread. If you see how he walked the streets, didn't really interact with her, couldn't really speak to her. If you seen how he looked at her, like it was some kind of, he couldn't get over it. He couldn't get over it. Then it became so bad that at one point she actually, and I could say, why did you do this? This really, it just, oh God, it was bad. This was bad. So she even asked him, come and take a shower with me. So even this man didn't look at her. Didn't give her any attention. Sat there like a rock, just lifeless. Looking at her, oh God. If you, the tension, the mood, if you see this.
We're in the shower together, and it doesn't faze him one bit. He doesn't even look at me.
I can't force the physical stuff, even though I know that's what she wants. That's why I'm holding back.
The shower, whoo, sis, blessing him with that body in that shower. I already knew it was going nowhere. She stepped, because she had on this red negligee, kind of like, Lisa had with Daniel. She stood there, didn't look at her. He went into the shower, didn't react to, her saying, let's have a shower together. That would be my cue as to say, you know what? Place that ring on the table and said, deuces, with your dangling earring. You dangling, oh God. I would have just left him right then and there, but sis didn't do this. She went into the shower. Stood into that shower. God, if I tell you that man soaped his body, now you couldn't really see, but I could kind of make out what happened behind those shower curtains. At one point, because I looked at the position of the feet, at one point he wasn't even facing towards it. If I tell you that, even if you don't really like her, that the body, and beautiful woman, didn't look at her. Went out of the shower. She was totally, her heart crushed. Then she went to talk to the girls or whatever. But guys, this Black History Month, it just irked me. It irked me so bad. Now, needless to say, at some point, finally, after 40 days and 40 nights, he finally got the message. And she talked to him and she gave back the ring. And, then went their separate ways. Came back before the reunion. They had the little thing where they go to the bar. They meet up. They talked and she gave him the business. Gave him the business at the reunion too. I must say, very poised, very classy. He sat there again with a dangling earring. With his nostrils, guys. He sat there. He came to Love is Blind for everything but love. Everything but love, guys. This man will irk your spirit, but even though I think that he will irk your spirit too, because I know my peeps. I need you to watch this because, guys, my God. Now, guys, something totally different. Remember when I told you that this whole racist thing from Trump putting the Obamas in this monkey suit or whatever, and I told you, listen, if you catch Michelle on the wrong day, she will clap back. Obama, not so much, maybe later, whatever. Later has come. It has arrived. He spoke out.
Just days ago, Donald Trump put a picture of your face on an ape's body. And so again, this is kind of, we've seen the de-evolution of the discourse. How do we come back from a place that we have fallen into?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to recognize that the majority of the American people find this behavior deeply troubling. It is true that it gets attention. It's true that it's a distraction. But as I'm traveling around the country, as you're traveling around the country, you meet people. They still believe in decency, courtesy, kindness, and there's this sort of clown show that's happening in social media and on television. And what is true is that there doesn't seem to be any shame about this among people who used to feel like you had to have some sort of decorum and a sense of propriety and respect for the office, right? So that's been lost.
As you could see, very classy, very regal, very Obama-like. But I am very sorry, you're not gonna like this. I know it's classy. I know the way he said it is, he couldn't have done it better. But I would have wanted him to say, listen, my people of this world, this man has an extreme mental illness. And we have to immediately not only impeach this man, but also make sure, and then, come with a step 1, 2, 3, and 4 that we can follow so that this man is gone forever. But not this man. He has to take his administration with him, like a whole game plan. And then telling us that he's extremely dangerous and he is basically ruining, this whole world with what he does and this and that. That is what I would have loved. But, of course, that's why I'm not the president. That's why I'm not even a former president, because you can't say things like this, Debs. But sometimes you just got to hit him. You just, one time, but they chose, the classy way. So thank you, President Barack Obama, for speaking out. Now, I know not everybody likes your ass, but I do. Thank you. Because we needed a word, from you too. Because when this man is throwing these insults, these racist insults, microaggression to the fullest, when he throws that around, he's signaling his base. He's winking to his base. And that's where the danger for me starts. Because this is just a wink. He might not even believe it all the way, but he wants that base to be fired up still, that America first, the white supremacists, he needs them. So he just, every now and again, put something in it. Oh, this man irks me. But we have a lot of people speaking out against him, so it might be okay. But, Obama, sometimes you need to get real Chicago with it. Just tell him, you fat orange fat, you. All right, let's move on. Now, talking about moving on and talking about just telling him like it is. Luckily, we have Eric Benét, because Eric Benét been trolling, guys. Watch.
Eric Benét is a Trump supporter. Shit, I blew it up. I support him having a heart attack tomorrow at 8:47 a.m.
He said it. It's not you. It's not me. Eric said it. And for the people that don't wish death up on anybody, because if you wish death, Debs, then it comes to you. And it's not wishing death. Ooh, people been wishing for a year. It didn't work out. We are taking a different route now. Now it's like we are supporting. You heard what Eric said. But thank you, Eric. Now, another story that caught my eye is Kimora Simmons, guys. I think you've seen Kimora. She is about to be evicted out of her $25 million home. Let's see why she was evicted. Now, Kimora Simmons, she is ready to fight the fight of her life. A legal fight because of her $25 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Now, this mansion allegedly was bought with stolen funds, guys. We are talking about a civil dispute here. As to actually who owns the home. That's what this whole dispute is about. So her estranged husband, Tim Leisner, bought this home. But the money that he bought this home with was tied onto a $1 billion scandal. I'm saying billion, could be million, whatever. But a big, big scandal, guys. A fraud involving Malaysian state investment funds or whatever. Anyway, guys, it was big. And the court filing said she has been living there rent-free, mortgage-free for over 5 years. Now, the agreement that I read that they had was like $67,000 a month. They had to pay or something like that, guys. But she hasn't paid anything since 2020. Now, after her estranged husband got into this legal trouble, this house had been sold without her consent because you understand he's in this legal battle. But she hasn't paid a thing. Now, because of a lawsuit challenging who's actually the owner of this house, and this whole sales and whatever, she's allowed to stay there until this whole legal battle is over. Now, Kimora, I would advise you to just pack up, move to a nice cul-de-sac somewhere, and just live happily ever after with your kids. Don't stay there until they come and get you and embarrass your ass, and now you got to pick up and just walk the streets, roaming the streets with these boxes. Don't do this to these kids. This whole trial is set where possibly, they can make a decision as to what is happening with the home. So maybe around the 25th of February, we will hear what is going on. But I wouldn't wait for that, child. I really wouldn't wait. But if you love that house so much, and I think, there's always a squatter, because now you're kind of a squatter. But there's always these rules. If you have lived somewhere, but then again, a mansion in Beverly Hills, I don't know if these rules apply. These rules might apply for, a regular, home that was bought or a rental property. But for this, I don't know. But if you have these rights, you might be good. February, March, we will definitely know what's going on. But your estranged husband, that Tim, played you. Now, talking about squatters, we have another one on our hands. Todd Tucker. Todd. Kandi has been saying that Todd has been living there rent-free in her house, squatting. Just comfortable. riding around like a G and just doing in that house. And they have not been together. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, you have been, broken up for like 6 months now? Wasn't it July or June or whatever? But Todd, when I think back on this whole dispute about this whole, prenup and whatever, wasn't there something in the prenup? And I even think you requested it. You said something about, listen, if we at any point, we don't want this, but let's say we do divorce, then, there has to be something in place that I can't just find another house that quick and whatever. Kandi said, 30 days. You can live in the guest house 30 days, and then after the 30 days, you have to be gone. That's what she said. Now, I didn't read the fine prints of this prenup, but it was very clear to me, 30 days. That was her request. You have been squatting there for what? 6 to 7 months. How is that anywhere near 30 days? Todd, what have you been doing? You have to get out of that house. Driving around and doing this. What does this mean? Anyway, guys, when men do like this, the men, put it in the comments, please. I'm old. But you have been riding around and just going and just living like a... Todd, this doesn't look good on you. This looks real bummish, real scrubbish, real squatterish, real... This is not good, Todd. I am totally with you, Todd, that you deserve a little this and that. And Kandi said that too when this whole prenup thing was going on years and years ago. She said, listen, everything we do together, half, 50-50. And she seems like a very fair person. And now you started to get greedy. You want more. Okay, you can get a little, I always have a problem with this whole spousal support when it's a man. But, okay, you did a lot of things with the kids, babysit. Well, you can't say babysit, Todd, because you said this. But these are your kids. I hate that too, babysit. Ooh. But you're a lot with the kids and whatever, so do you deserve something like a real nanny, a little fee? Okay, fine. But you need to get up out the house. Didn't you have an apartment somewhere in New York where you did God knows what? You had that apartment. According to Funky Dineva, you're seeing this Helen. Can you stay with Helen? Stay with Helen. I think Helen would be very happy if you moved in. Stay with Helen now. Get up out the house. This is really irking me, Todd, that you stay in there. She is getting real claustrophobic. You have to go. You have to get out of the house this month, Todd. And I'm going to be on your ass. I'm going to watch this. Get up out the house. Guys, when I tell you, I don't know why this made the docket, but you know your girl. You know your girl is different. I see these things and I need to share. This UK, I don't know if you've seen this. This UK, guys, we are just going to watch this together. Let me not talk too much. Wait.
Put down the thing now, come on. You want to fight me, come on. How dare you?
Look at this woman standing there with her groceries, guys.
Come in for a second. Come and move. Move away from me. Come and move. Come and move.
Guys, so you heard the woman say, come and move me. Come and move me then. You want to fight me? You want to fight? I think she said, that woman with that hat, I think she told the girl was ugly or whatever, this and that. And the woman said, come and fight me then. Listen to it and watch this woman, guys. This isn't supposed to tickle me, but here we are.
Come and move me from in front of me. Come and move me from in front of me. Stop it! I'm not just gonna have a stand up.
Hey, guys!
No, stop it!
Look at the woman running, guys. Look at her run. Look at her running.
Blood clot. They like us fighting against each other.
Hey, guys. People, listen to me. If one thing I know in this life here, don't mess with no Jamaican gal. Ooh, and it's always the quiet ones. Don't mess with the quiet one. She stood there with her hat and her grocery bag. And she was like, because she was plotting on this whole thing. She was like, do I have this Heineken bottle in my bag or not? Or she was thinking, quiet as a mouse. And she went in. Do not mess with the Jamaicans. I even know this. I'm, partially Surinamese. We don't play either, but Jamaican. And did you see, look at how this woman is running until no end into the crowd. Guys, this tickled me so much. Now, this is pure violence. I'm very against violence, but every now and again, you have to show someone what it is. Let me know in the comments. I know this wasn't supposed to make the docket, but when I see it, you see it. I'm sorry. Now, saying that you shouldn't mess with no Jamaican gal, who you also should not mess with, is the FBAs, the Foundation of Black Americans. Now, watch this clip, because I think Godfrey explained it so well as to why looking down on Foundation of Black Americans and they're not seizing opportunity and this and that. And I don't really follow it, but what I've heard, these are the things that sometimes have been said. And watch this clip between these two black men.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate it, but African Americans have always been hardworking.
But no, African Americans have been hardworking, but I don't know.
But opportunity-wise.
What about the appreciation of the hard work for the immigrants who came to this country and worked hard?
But here's the thing is the Civil Rights Bill is the reason why our parents got to come over here. 1964, Lyndon Baines Johnson, who was one of the most racist son of a on the planet, had to sign that civil rights. But you know, Martin Luther King is sitting right next to him.
Right. Yeah.
So that is the reason why Koreans can come here. Koreans, Indians, Arabs, Nigerians. It's because of the Civil Rights Bill. Right. It's because of African Americans, foundational black, coming in here, busting their ass, being treated like shit, being hung, lynched, Jim Crow. From slavery was Jim Crow, segregation, Reconstruction. Being promised that they were going to get this, fighting every war. They've been, black people fought in every single war and still being disrespected, not being able to buy homes.
Right.
You understand? Burning up of black towns. And people go, well, why ain't they? They saw opportunities. There were black Wall Streets. There were black banks, black hospitals, and they came and burned it.
Black excellence.
Black excellence. They came and burned it because a white woman said somebody raped them and they never did because a white woman lied.
Now, guys, what did I say? Did he really explain it well? Because I think it's not, because he was like, where is the appreciation? But then again, where is the appreciation for the Foundation of Black Americans? Like, they built this country. I think the problem is that the immigrants are steady saying that they built the country, they built America. But you know that the black people, they actually built this country with their blood, sweat, and tears. And when I say blood, sweat, and tears, literally. And we all know this. Now, I think their problem is you came onto something that was already built. So now you come building on what's already built, saying you build it. Now that's a little bit of a problem. And then telling the people, now if I'm not correct, then, correct me in the comments, guys, but this is how I feel about it. Now, not telling and then telling them that they don't seize opportunity. The people are tired. They built the whole damn country up off their backs and their blood, sweat, and tears as slaves. Going to segregation, going to this, to that. And they didn't seize opportunity, but your ass could come over there because of what they did. The whole civil rights movement. What are you talking about? Otherwise, you wouldn't even be there. They did the work already, seizing opportunity. I think that is the problem here. But if I'm wrong, put it in the comments. And some people might be tired of this conversation, but I think that is it. For me, that is how I see it. Now, am I FBA? Absolutely not. But this is how I really see this whole thing. Guys, listen. Immigrants, listen. Recognize. Don't do the big talk. Contribute. Be proud. But don't do big talk. Because your ass wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them. But let me not get too heated. And let's end it with something warm. Something heartfelt.
If you see a fried banana, you're an African, all right? You say
maduro plantanos.
You say plátano, tostone is the green one. You can say the Haitians say banan. The Haitians say banan. Yeah. The Caribbeans say plantain. Now, when I'm in Amsterdam doing comedy, Dutch comedy, I've done it for 10 years. I went to a Surinamese Russia. Suriname is a South American colony that the Dutch came, and they look like us, but they speak Dutch.
Yeah.
So they say, we go to a Surinamese thing. I said, cool, they're from Curaçao, whatever. And I said, wow. And then that banana showed up.
Wow.
I said, what the hell is Bacabana? I said, everybody got a plantain.
We all got a plantain.
We all connected like a mother.
And that's my favorite too. Like the
that means you African, brother.
I don't know how I came across this, but we're still in this Black History Month. And sometimes we as Black people, I think we need to unify. And I thought this was very, I don't know. I never hear, because you guys know, I live in Europe, I live in Amsterdam, and well, you watch my video, my whole background and whatever, South American and Caribbean. Guys, go and watch. But I never really hear, Americans talking about Surinamese or whatever. There are a lot of Suriname people living in New York. They don't play with it. A lot of people, including my family members, but you never really hear it. And I just thought it was so nice that I hear Godfrey talking about, Suriname. This really warmed my heart. We're all Black. We as a people, when I visit different countries, because I travel a lot, I see all these similarities. Sometimes we're one people at the end of the day. But we are so used to being divided that, this whole colonization, that spirit, it still lingers. But we're one people, and we are strong as fuck, if you ask me, if we only would unite. But that's neither here nor there, child. Now, let me know what you thought of this video, guys. Let me know if you had fun. And, I love spending time with you. I love you guys. Click a like and click a subscribe for your girl. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? I'll see you in the next video, though. Peace.